ask permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than...
It's week 1 of the National Football League, where division rivals will clash in the NFC South. It's the Panthers and the Saints, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
There's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And we are underway from the Superdome. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And Carr continues to produce good numbers on paper. He completed over 68% of his passes last season while also throwing 25 touchdowns to just 8 interceptions. But as impressive as those numbers are, the numbers he's seeking, big numbers in the playoffs. And we expect him and his team to be back in the playoff mix when January rolls around.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he'll get this up to the 39.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
That one complete downfield to Johnson. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, New Orleans. Gerard Johnson, 61 yards. And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Panthers head out for their initial drive, and at the helm is their second-year quarterback now, the #1 overall pick from 2023, Bryce Young.
And he's certainly coming off a very tough rookie campaign. But
and now off to the races, down the right side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 33 and a first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Young working out of the gun. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He was a 2nd-round pick. Many scouts thought he could have gone higher than that.
And I was one of them. Even though I don't scout for any particular team, I had a first-round grade on him. And frankly, I'm surprised he lasted to the 2nd round. They got a steal with this player.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they just stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Young. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play would be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost him a ball game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this out past the 25. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a couple. Now Carr. Downfield, and he's got Olave. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave. 65 yards. And the Saints are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Brooks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. A play fake. Now Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return. And a Saint touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 21-0. 21-0 our score. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it as we resume action. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Carolina getting set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Brooks, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Young now from the 50. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up the first.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Johnson with a reception. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing now is Carr. Drives it left side and finds Olave. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line. On play action, it's Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here is Young. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the Saints will take over here just shy of the 30. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. From the gun, it's Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Olave motioning to the left. Carr. Olave over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Hard running at the 15. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Carr going to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. Touchdown! Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes this 35-0 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's polished off through the air with a touchdown to Alvin Kamara. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah.
That his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been... game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Ryan Brzee fought in and got him down.
Now Young.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
He throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Able to fight through one tackle. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Kamara. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Carr to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, third quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that, because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 80 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play, because you certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And really burst onto the scene in his last year at South Carolina. 2nd in the SEC in receiving yards with 1,255. But you see the style, explosive, physical. Tough matchup for any corner.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. It's Brooks. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 37. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Young to throw it. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give right side. Brooks. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Young to throw it. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. Here's Young from the shotgun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And Shaheed going to go in motion. Now Carr. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 21, here's 2nd and 2. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill from 21 yards away. And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. The bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
In motion left, that's Thielen. Now Young. That's pulled in by Brooks. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Young. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. On play action, Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Young working out of the gun. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now here's Young. And the catch made by Johnson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Open man is Uzama.
And the Panthers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way.